One of the most powerful principles that shape our understanding of spiritual events is the concept of divine timing. It's a notion that emphasizes that everything happens according to a higher plan. Before the second coming of Christ, several signs will emerge, each playing a crucial role in this divine orchestration. These signs serve as a mirror, reflecting the alignment between heaven and earth. They offer us a glimpse into the spiritual realm, helping us prepare our hearts and minds for what is to come. As we explore these signs, we embark on a journey of discovery that can transform our lives and draw us closer to the divine purpose. In this exploration, we find that the signs are not just predictions but invitations to deepen our faith and understanding of God's will. Recognizing and understanding the signs before the second coming of Christ is of paramount importance. Ignorance or misunderstanding of these signs can lead to spiritual stagnation, leaving us unprepared for the profound changes that lie ahead. This period is not merely about waiting passively, but actively engaging with the spiritual messages these signs convey. The stakes are high. Failing to heed these signs means risking the chance to align ourselves with divine intentions. It's a time to awaken to the realities of our faith, to shake off complacency, and to embrace the urgency of spiritual growth. By understanding these signs, we open ourselves to the transformative power of faith, positioning ourselves to receive divine grace and guidance. The first sign before the second coming of Christ involves a significant shift in global consciousness. This change manifests as a growing awareness of spiritual truths across diverse cultures and religions. People around the world begin to experience a deepening sense of connection to the divine, transcending traditional boundaries and beliefs. This shift is characterized by an increased emphasis on love, compassion, and unity. It encourages individuals to seek a higher purpose, fostering a collective yearning for spiritual enlightenment. As this awareness spreads, it challenges us to examine our lives, our values, and our priorities. We are invited to reflect on how we can contribute to this global awakening, aligning our actions with the principles of kindness and empathy. This sign calls us to be agents of change, embodying the teachings of Christ in our daily interactions and choices. By embracing this shift in consciousness, we become active participants in the unfolding of divine prophecy, preparing ourselves and the world for the momentous events to come. The second sign before the second coming of Christ is the unification of faiths, a remarkable event where diverse religious traditions begin to find common ground. In a world often divided by beliefs and ideologies, this sign represents a powerful movement toward harmony and understanding. People of different faiths come together, recognizing that despite their differences, they share a common goal: to seek truth, peace, and a deeper connection with the divine. This unity is not about erasing the uniqueness of each tradition, but celebrating the shared values of love, compassion, and justice. As this movement grows, it inspires dialogues and collaborations that promote peace and reconciliation across the globe. This sign challenges us to look beyond labels and doctrines, to see the divine spark in every person, and to work toward a world where faith is a bridge rather than a barrier. By embracing this unification, we prepare our hearts for the second coming, embodying the message of love and unity that Christ taught. The third sign heralding the second coming is a global awakening to truth. This awakening involves a widespread recognition of the spiritual realities that underpin our existence. As people open their hearts and minds to the divine, they begin to see the world through a lens of truth and authenticity. This sign is marked by a collective desire for integrity and transparency in all aspects of life, from personal relationships to societal structures. People are increasingly drawn to spiritual teachings and practices that resonate with their inner truth, seeking wisdom and guidance beyond the material world. This awakening is not confined to any one religion or philosophy. It is a universal call to live in alignment with the highest principles of love and justice. As this truth emerges, it challenges us to examine our own lives, to shed the illusions and falsehoods that have held us back, and to embrace a path of spiritual growth and enlightenment. By participating in this global awakening, we align ourselves with the divine purpose, readying ourselves for the transformative events that will accompany the second coming of Christ. The fourth sign is the rise of spiritual leaders who embody the teachings of Christ and guide others on the path of spiritual awakening. These leaders emerge from all walks of life, transcending traditional roles and titles. They are individuals who have dedicated their lives to the service of others, inspiring and empowering those around them. Their leadership is characterized by humility, wisdom, and a deep commitment to fostering spiritual growth and understanding. As these leaders rise, they offer guidance and support to those seeking to deepen their connection with the divine. They help build communities of faith that are inclusive, compassionate, and focused on living out the teachings of Christ. This sign encourages us to recognize and cultivate our own spiritual leadership, understanding that each of us has the potential to be a beacon of light in our communities. By supporting and following these leaders, we participate in a collective movement toward the second coming, preparing ourselves and the world for the fulfillment of divine prophecy. As these four signs manifest, preparing for the second coming of Christ becomes an essential part of our spiritual journey. Spiritual readiness involves more than just recognizing the signs. It requires an active commitment to deepening our faith and aligning our lives with divine principles. This preparation calls us to cultivate a personal relationship with God, engage in prayer and meditation, and seek wisdom through scripture and spiritual teachings. It's a time to reflect on our values and actions, ensuring they align with the love and compassion that Christ exemplified. Spiritual readiness also involves being open to change and transformation, trusting in God's plan and timing. By committing to this path of preparation, we position ourselves to receive divine grace and support, ready to embrace the profound changes that the second coming will bring. Hearing personal testimonies from those who have witnessed these signs can be incredibly inspiring and affirming. These stories often illustrate how the signs have impacted individuals' lives, leading to spiritual awakenings and transformations. People from diverse backgrounds share how they have experienced a shift in consciousness, found unity with others of different faiths, or been guided by spiritual leaders on their journey. These testimonies serve as powerful reminders of the reality and significance of the signs, encouraging others to remain vigilant and open to divine guidance. They offer a glimpse into the transformative power of faith and the ways in which God is actively working in the world. By sharing and listening to these stories, we strengthen our community of believers and affirm our shared commitment to the path of spiritual growth and readiness. Faith communities play a crucial role in helping individuals navigate the signs leading up to the second coming of Christ. These communities offer a supportive environment where believers can gather to pray, worship, and learn together. They provide guidance and resources for those seeking to deepen their faith and understanding of the signs. In times of uncertainty or doubt, faith communities offer comfort and reassurance, reminding us of God's promises and the hope of Christ's return. They also serve as platforms for action, encouraging members to live out their faith through acts of service, compassion, and justice. By actively participating in a faith community, we strengthen our spiritual foundation and ensure we are well prepared for the events to come. Together, we can support one another on our journey, sharing in the hope and anticipation of the second coming. As we reflect on these signs and their significance, we are reminded of the profound opportunity they present to align ourselves with God's divine plan. The second coming of Christ is a momentous event that calls us to live with purpose and intention, embracing the teachings of love, unity, and truth. By recognizing and preparing for these signs, we open our hearts to the transformative power of faith, allowing it to guide us through the challenges and uncertainties of life. Let us commit to this journey with hope and dedication, trusting that God's timing is perfect and His promises are true. May we find peace and joy in the knowledge that we are part of a greater story, one that culminates in the glorious return of Christ and the fulfillment of His divine purpose for all creation.